go.
There we go. Yeah, Sirski. Check this out, make sure everything's going all right. Check this out, make sure. Hey, we're chilling. We're vibing. It's all in the cards, baby. Give me 1 second here. We're gonna get this thing fired up. Doing a little Indianapolis Colts rebuild, man. What an exciting time for the Colts. Anthony Richardson in town. There's going to be some twists and turns in this rebuild, but it's going to be a good time. Give me 1 second here. We'll get this thing fired up. All right. We're going to start with real life NFL rosters, stats, and more. We're going to do that. We're going to start preseason week 1, I guess. We're going to do the Chicago. No, just kidding. We're going to do the Indianapolis Colts. We're going to edit some things just for the ease of our. We're going to do 5-minute quarters. I don't know how much I'm actually going to play with this squad. We're going to figure that out along the way. All pro simulation. Play clock looks good. That's all good. Weekly training we aren't going to do. Injury management we aren't going to do. Preseason cut days. Contract negotiations. We do want to scout college. On, off. Trade deadline, we're going to turn that off just for this franchise so we can have a little fun with that. Trade type all, trade difficulty normal, salary cap is on. Everyone can relocate. We're going to turn injuries off because nobody likes injuries. That stuff is not entertaining. Draft timer is on. We're not doing a fantasy draft. Breakout scenarios on. I'm going to max out X Factor players because I find that more entertaining. And then we'll do that. Minimum roster size, we're turning that off. Fill roster off. Okay. We're going to go ahead and go back. We're going to go ahead and push start playing. Let's get it. All right. Obviously, first things first. We need to look at our squad. How do I look at my squad? Manage roster. Adjust lineup. Here we go. All right, this is a look at the Indianapolis Colts before anything's been messed with. Obviously, the highlight of the offseason for the Colts, Anthony Richardson, man. Hidden development, 70 overall. Dude's a freak. Can kind of do it all. Very exciting. That's obviously the highlight of the entire franchise right there. We just want to build around him. That's it. Some not so great pieces. Kelly's old. He should be serviceable for maybe a year or two, but after that, it's not going to be good. Right guard is atrocious. Smith. I think Smith's getting old as well. Let's double check. 27. He could play until he's probably, in his 30s, young 30s. But that right side of the line's not great. Quentin Nelson, obviously somebody you want to hang on to, especially with a young quarterback. And then a young star left tackle. We're going to try and build around him as well. Tight end. I'm not a big fan of Mo Alley-Cox personally. We're not going to keep him around for this franchise purposes, most likely. Isaiah McKenzie, kind of doo-doo. Obviously, Michael Pittman Jr. is pretty nice. He's a stud. Alec Pierce just drafted last year, right? Make sure I'm not. Yeah, he was drafted last year, so Young wide receiver there, and then they drafted Josh Downs. He's hidden, so that'll be a nice piece moving forward. It would be nice to see if any of these receivers come into their own. All the guys over here aren't really worth keeping in my opinion, but everybody over here, we're going to see what happens with them, and hopefully they do something. And then the elephant in the room, we ain't been talking about it, but Jonathan Taylor doesn't want to stick around. Jim Irsay, the owner, doesn't want to pay him. For the realistic sake of this rebuild, we're going to see what we can get for him. We're going to see if we can find some pieces to help Anthony Richardson. Other than paying Jonathan Taylor a bunch of money, because it sounds like they're not going to pay him in real life. So if they do end up doing so, they may end up coming to a 1-year deal. I would rather, for entertainment purposes, trade him and see how we can rebuild this squad without him. So my focus there on the offense, obviously, build up a squad around Anthony Richardson, because I think this dude's going to be special in real life, but in Madden franchise purposes, he should be pretty dang good. Defensively, for Indianapolis, they run a 4-3, so linebackers, Shaq Leonard, he's getting older. He's all right. He's 86 overall. He's 28, though. Not somebody you're going to be able to hold on to long term, probably. This D-line is looking really good, though. DeForest Buckner has been a beast ever since he came in. Grover Stewart, he's good. Kwity Paye, still young, still coming into his own. The safeties are still really young. Not great, but they're very young. So we can keep them around. We can develop them. We can bring guys in. There's all sorts of options there. Corners, we got 2 starting corners that are okay. Kenny Moore, 84 overall star. He's good. This is a rookie. Is it Jordan? Julius Brents. Hidden. So at least star. You hope for more, but we'll see. Solid. 88 speed, 76 zone, 95 acceleration, 94 agility, 96 jumping. Dude's kind of a freak. Hopefully you get some speed there after a while, but that's where we're at for corner. Outside of those 2 guys, there's nothing. Nothing worth holding on to, nothing worth writing home about. Linebackers need some help. Obviously, I went over Shaq Leonard, but EJ Speed, not great. I think he was a rookie last year. Is that right? No, I'm completely wrong. Sorry. EJ Speed, he needs to go. Horrible for franchise purposes. And then I don't know who you are. Nobody worth writing home about other than Shaq Leonard. We'll put it that way. And then right end, we could use some help as well. Corners, we could use some help. The defense all around could use some help. The D-line is pretty good, though. We could use another corner. We could use some safeties. Definitely need to overhaul this linebacker unit. So this is just a really fun team to rebuild and see what we can do. So to start us out, we're going to see what we can get for Jonathan Taylor. And that's going to be kind of our big thing this year. We're going to, let's see. We're going to try and do Jonathan Taylor in the first year and then probably sim through to the next year or just to the end of this season. And then we'll do the draft. We'll do free agency and we'll see what other moves we can make. But I don't want to come in here and do like 40 trades right away. So we're going to start off with Jonathan Taylor. And then if there's anybody else. I know you can add up to 3 players. Isaiah McKenzie has 1 year left. I don't think that's somebody we need to keep around. Tight end Mo Alley Cox, Jelani Woods. I don't love this. I don't love this room right here. And I'm just kind of going through seeing like what other trade bait we can throw in to maybe get something done here. So Kenny Moore, Julius Brents. No. Julian Blackmon has 1 year left on his deal. He's star, but he's only a 75 overall. And for that reason, I'm going to throw him on here just to see what's going on. Draft picks. I want this to be realistic, but I don't want it to be like not fun. So we're going to throw in just a couple late round picks. We'll do a 5 and a 6, and we're going to throw in a 5 for next year. All right, so this is our bundle right here, and we're just going to see what we can get. So my priority number 1 probably should be defense, but I feel like we want Anthony Richardson to succeed right out the gate. So I'm looking for something that can help him, which would come in the form of like a tight end, come in the form of maybe a better wide receiver 2. And the first thing that comes to mind doing both of those is Dawson Knox. Has 4 years left on his deal. The Bills don't need him anymore. They got Dalton Kincaid. They didn't spend a super high draft pick on that guy for him to just sit. I like Dawson Knox a lot. And the other thing that they want a better wide receiver group around Stephon Diggs. Gabe Davis hasn't been that guy. I don't believe he's going to be that guy. He's got 1 year left for them. So this is kind of like a flyer. But I'm throwing Gabe Davis on there. The other thing that makes this like realistic, the Bills haven't had a run game in so long. What better team to trade for Jonathan Taylor than the Bills? Okay? So I like this trade a lot. We're going to see if there's anything else we can kind of make this better with. I wouldn't mind grabbing James Cook in a trade. Maybe we do grab James Cook. I like that. Let's see if we can get James Cook. And then I'm going to ask for a third. And we're going to see where we stand on this. I like this trade a lot. Julian Blackmon just kind of gets lost in this trade, but I like this trade a lot. We're going to submit. And it's a done deal. So just like that, we got James Cook, Gabe Davis, and Dawson Knox. Jonathan Taylor's out of town. We do get a younger running back of the future, James Cook. Could be a stud. We got to give him a chance. Gabe Davis is going to round out that wide receiver room. We needed a tight end. We got our guy, Dawson Knox. Love that. And we acquire a 3rd round draft pick. I think that's a sweet deal. Let's check out the roster one more time. Let me see. Adjust lineup. So let's see. We're going to move Cook to the starter. And then Gabe Davis is going to be wide receiver 2. And then I actually want Josh Downs to be 3 and Alec Pierce to be 4. I like that. Who else? Oh, tight end. Okay, so let me just see the depth chart, and then we'll come back to this. We're going to go ahead and give James Cook the start. Going to go ahead and move him to starter there as well. Okay. I like that. We're going to go ahead and sim to the regular season just so it cuts a lot of the depth guys because we're still in preseason in the franchise. And then we'll see what we can do from there. We may look at one more trade. We'll see. Gonna go ahead and sim to regular season. All right. So we got that draft class in there. Season goal. I think the season goal. We're going to shoot for 7. We're going to commit that goal. 7 wins. We're going to hope that we get that at least. And then go ahead and upgrade our players real quick. Our punter gets a great upgrade. Beautiful. Okay. Let's look at this squad one more time. We're actually going to go into Trade Center and just throw up some guys that we maybe don't need. So this is a good way to go through the roster. In my opinion, Anthony Richardson, obviously their quarterback room, looks fine. Zach Moss has got 1 year left. I don't think we need him. We got a rookie running back. We're going to let him get the touches outside of Cook. So our wide receivers look good. I like it. I don't know a lot about this guy. I don't think he's going to be around long term, but 2 wide receivers we're going to have to pay after this year, and the goal is to pay him. Dawson Knox, he's got 4 years left on his deal. We won't have to re-sign him. Excuse me. Tight ends. I mean, we don't need these guys, but they're on the roster, so. Better look at the O-line. There's Ryan Kelly. He's 30. He's got 2 years left on his deal. We're probably just going to let him play out that deal, and then he's going to walk. Right guard, not great, like I said. Braden Smith could very well play out his deal, and we move on from him as well. Quiddy Pay, looking good. Buckner's good. Grover Stewart's going to be a guy we have to repay. So, re-sign, repay, you know. Middle linebacker, EJ Speed, not great. We want to do something with that linebacker unit. Like I said, Tony Brown, we're just going to throw him up on the trade block, see what we get for offers, options. Nick Cross, he's young. He's only a 71 overall, but he's only 21 as well. So we're going to see what we can do with that. Draft picks, let's toss in a 3rd rounder and see what we can find just for something to maybe build on the defense a little bit. So somebody who maybe needs a backup. The Bengals actually might need a backup running back. Let's see if we can find something there. Mike Hilton wouldn't be a bad option. Our D tackles are good. Jermaine Pratt, getting a little older. I don't know why Alan Lazard is on the Bengals. We already traded with the Bills. Let's avoid that. Browns, no. Who's the running backs? They might entertain a Zach Moss, so let's see what maybe we can pull from here. Carlton Davis might be a solid option. Ryan Neal also is a solid option for strong safety. Shaq Barrett we don't need. Devin White's decent, but I think they're going to hold on to him. So for realistic purposes, probably try and not go there. Cardinals. Cardinals are kind of fire selling. Sorry. They're getting rid of everybody, so maybe we find something here. Jalen Thompson. Probably not. He's pretty young. He's got 3 years left on his deal. Zaven Collins might be a guy we try and make a move for. Let's throw him on there. And then I know they got Buda Baker, but that's obviously a tough sell for us. We're not going to be able to do that. Byron Jones could pick up a flyer on a guy that's old, and I don't know, it just kind of seems like a waste of cap. I think we want to go young here. We want to stay young if possible. I wouldn't mind going right guard. Dude's 27. He's a scheme fit. There's a chance. We'll throw it in there. I don't know how realistic this trade is. A 3rd round pick for a couple guys. They just gave up Isaiah Simmons for a 7th round pick. So I don't feel like this is super not realistic. Not super interested in it. What if we threw in our right guard? Maybe they'll take a replacement. Danny Pinter. And we'll just throw in our best guy. See how that does for us. We're close. We're going to throw in probably a 6th rounder and hopefully get this done. We'll throw in. Gee, I don't have a 5th and I don't have a 6th anymore. So, what if I throw in a 2026 5th round pick? Not quite. I'd like to keep these like 4th round and above, but we'll try a 4th rounder for next year. Done. Okay, so we get a couple more pieces. That's going to be our last trade for this. We're going to go ahead and sim ahead after we look at the roster real quick. Got a couple pieces, the Cardinals are getting rid of guys. Obviously, I think the main trade's going to be Jonathan Taylor, right? I love that trade idea. I like James Cook to come in and be our guy. He might not end up being our guy, and if that's the case, we just move on and we get a running back in the draft. Gabe Davis gives Anthony Richardson a solid wide receiver too. Josh Downs is going to be in the mix as well. He's hidden dev. Alec Pierce, the guy you just drafted last year. I mean, that's a great wide receiver room. We get Dawson Knox to solidify that tight end spot. He's got 4 more years on his deal, so that's good work. Right guard, we need to put him in. And then for safety, where is our guy? Okay, so I need to go look at the depth chart again and make sure these guys are actually in. Depth chart. Right guard first. There he is, Will Hernandez. I'll take it, man. That's just a guy to help keep our quarterback upright. Didn't we get a safety? Am I missing something here? That is not the guy we traded for, right? Did we get a safety or am I missing something? Oh, it was middle linebacker. We didn't get a safety. Collins. There he is. Okay. We did not get a safety. We got Zaven Collins, middle linebacker. Hasn't really panned out well for the Cardinals. Worth a late flyer. You know, we didn't give up much to get a couple pieces to help build out this roster a little bit for the first year. Don't love our team, especially the defense. I think the defense is still lacking. Matter of fact, let's check out free agency really quick. Just see if there's anybody that might be worth picking up. William Jackson. I actually don't hate that pickup, but he's 30 years old. Probably not going to provide a ton for us. Julio Jones, not going to happen. James Conner. Obviously, he's on a team, so we're not going to do that. Randall Cobb. All right. To try and keep it realistic, we're just going to pump through this first season. So we're going to sim to mid-season, see how the team's doing halfway through. We'll look at stats, see how things are looking halfway through this, but excited, man. Good couple moves there to start the franchise. All right. Colts are 2-5. Not ideal. Let's go ahead and do some upgrades real quick. We'll check out our lineup, see if anybody's getting any better. You hope that Anthony Richardson's taking some steps, but we'll have to look. Okay, so morale's down. He is star. He got his X factor. Downs is star as well. I mean, that offense looks pretty dang good, in my opinion. Defense might be what's holding us back. Free safety's not looking great. Nick Cross looks like he's gone down. He was 71 when we started, I believe. I don't know if that has to do with his morale or not. Collins, we hope he pans out into something. We'll see how it goes. Maybe we make a move for free safety after this season. Looks like that's going to be a big hole in our defense that we need to take care of. Let's go ahead and sim to the end of the season. Do we want to play one? We're going to wait. We're going to sim to the playoffs. If they make the playoffs, I'll play one playoff game. If they don't, we're going to move into the off-season, free agency, and the draft. It's going to be scary when we hit the off-season because we got some guys that we got to pay. And we're going to have to make some choices. Okay, so we ended up 6-11. Didn't quite hit our goal. We're going to go ahead and look at stats. Just see how we did. So our offense was 28th in the NFL. Surprisingly, I'm actually kind of shocked about that. Richardson, 18 touchdowns, 19 interceptions. That's a tough rookie year. 3,400 yards. Not great. You don't love it, but, we're here. James Cook, almost 1,000-yard rusher. Anthony Richardson had 400 yards. The rookie had 180 yards. It's not horrible. I don't know if James is going to be our guy. He's still under contract for a couple more years, so we'll see. He we'll probably stick with him going into next year, but if it doesn't start to pan out, we'll look elsewhere. Josh Downs was our leading receiver with 833 yards. Michael Pittman 774, Gabe Davis 717, Dawson Knox had 620. 10 touchdowns for Josh Downs. That's a great year for a rookie receiver. Michael Pittman only had 4, Gabe Davis had 3, Dawson had 1. James Cook, not much of a factor in the passing game. Alec Pierce, not a lot going on there. Maybe we move on from him because he's a young trade target. Let's see. Defensively, we'll look at sacks. Looks like Buckner had a good amount. Kwity Paye had 8. Buckner had 7.5. Grover Stewart 6.5. That's not bad. I like that, actually. Not bad. We'll see what we can do defensively. Offensively, I'm not sure. I mean, we're going to have to maybe go after O-line. Other than that, I don't know. That offense is pretty dang good. We just need Anthony Richardson to make some plays with it. So we're going to go ahead, send him to the Super Bowl. We'll see if anybody gets any awards. Josh Downs may be getting one. It looks like Josh Downs did get an award. He is now superstar, so he may have gotten Rookie of the Year. Let's just give him recuperation, I guess. Almost a 76. Well, he should be over a 76, actually, but his morale's down. Yeah, let's look at those awards real quick. Obviously, Anthony Richardson, probably not. In the running for Rookie of the Year with that many interceptions. Coach of the Year, Nick Sirianni. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, CeeDee Lamb wins it, surprisingly. First quarterback is Jalen Hurts. We have anybody in there? Nobody. Defensive Player of the Year. Oh, we're AFC. What am I doing? Sorry. Offensive Player of the Year for the AFC is Josh Jacobs. Patrick Mahomes, Lamar, Travis. Colts, nothing. Defense, Colts, nothing. Chris Jones, probably not going to win Defensive Player of the Year if he's sitting out till week 8, but we'll see. Offensive Rookie of the Year, there he is. Josh Downs for the Colts. His 10 touchdown performance gets him Offensive Rookie of the Year. Anthony Richardson comes in 5th. We'll take it. Joey Porter Jr. for the Steelers wins Defensive Rookie of the Year. Darius Rush comes in 3rd for us. So, somebody we try and maybe give a feature role to. Best receiver, Josh Downs finished at 10th. Offensive line, we didn't get anybody in the offensive line. Best D lineman, DeForest Buckner came in 4th for us. Linebackers, we didn't have much to play with there. Kenny Moore comes in 7th for best DB. And that's going to wrap up the first season for the Colts. So now it gets fun. Now we get to build the team a little bit. It's the off season. It's not Anthony Richardson's rookie year anymore. We're going to send to the next week because we got to re-sign. We got to re-sign some receivers. So let's go ahead and upgrade guys real quick. I'm going to go ahead and advance one more time. So we're going to have to see who all we got to re-sign other than the receivers. Gabe Davis. I mean, maybe we make a play for a better receiver. Maybe we just re-sign him for trade bait. I don't know. Pittman doesn't want to re-sign with us. Gabe Davis doesn't want to re-sign with us. Kenny Moore doesn't want to re-sign with us. Quiddy Pay, we're absolutely going to accept your option. Yes. Zaven Collins. I don't know if we want to do that. Grover Stewart is 30 years old. Gardner Minshew, we're not going to worry about Gardner Minshew. We're going to go ahead and withdraw that. Left end, no. Let's just sign this guy just to say we have a punter. And he's going to test free agency, so that's fine. Okay, so a couple big things here. I don't know if we're going to be able to get both of these guys. We're going to try. I think Kenny Moore is a bigger priority than Gabe Davis, however. So I want to make sure we get this guy. He's 29. I'm going to offer him a 4-year deal. We're going to see how that fares. It's a good offer. Good. We got Kenny Moore locked up. I can appreciate that. Michael Pittman's 26. Gabe Davis is 25. I think, Pittman's going to be better than Gabe Davis for us. So let's see if we can get something done. I don't mind giving him like a big deal, you know what I mean? Like a 6-year deal, 8.5. And that's a big contract, but dude's going to be a big receiver. And we get him done. So surprisingly, I think we may let Zaven Collins walk, and if we get the option to re-sign him, we may do so. Grover Stewart, I'm going to try and retain for at least one more year. We're going to see if we can get that done. Cool. We get our other D tackle. Gabe Davis, man, I don't know if we're going to be able to do much with you. Let's see. I'm going to change where my camera's at just so I can see what the cap space is. We're just going to move it right there. Perfect. I know this was one of our trade pieces, man, but seeing that our receiver core just didn't work out with him, that's tough. We're going to give him an offer. Yeah, he's going to test it out. That's fine. We're going to see what we can do. We could franchise tag him. That's actually tempting, and maybe we just use him for trade bait. I think we're going to do that. I like that. We're going to franchise tag him. Holy cow, that's a lot. We're going to do it, though. He's tagged. Okay, we're going to try and trade him. We're going to look at free agency first. And then we'll hopefully try and trade him for a piece that we need. Well, just kidding, because we're at negative 2.26. All right, let's go ahead and hit the trade center, see if we can get out of cap hell real quick. Trade finder. All right, let's look. Let's just look at the roster again. Obviously, we're good there. Gabe Davis. I think we're gonna make a move for Alex out of here too, or Alec. Sorry. Jelani. Do we want to keep Jelani around? He's still young. He's still got 2 years on his deal. We'll keep him around. Offensive line isn't bad. Our D-line's making a lot of money. We gotta make that pay off early. Saving Collins. I didn't. Oh, he's still on his option. Let's just throw EJ Speed in a trade package just because he's making so much money. Brent, Darius Rush. Our corners actually aren't bad. Let's see what we could do. We may end up just upgrading a draft pick as well. I don't hate that idea. Yeah. I think we're going to throw in a 4th, throw in our 7th, and maybe we just try and get a draft pick out of this. Who is going to need receivers? Broncos, no. Browns maybe. Who's your receivers? Yeah, wow, you guys need some receivers. I don't love their receivers, so I don't really want to make a play for anything like that. Free safety is a big need for us. Thornhill would be a stud. We would absolutely take that and a draft pick. They don't have a first, so that's tough. They don't have a first next year either. God, they paid up for Deshaun. Come on. All right, so let's figure out who else needs receivers potentially, because we're hoping to get a first-round pick. That is the goal anyway. Cardinals? Probably not. I mean, it looks like they need receivers, but they're also, realistically, they're going to want their draft picks. Chiefs? I don't know. Who's your free safety? Justin Reed? Would love that, actually. Draft picks, pick 30. I'll take pick 62 as well. We'll throw in our third rounder, and we'll see how this fares. That puts them over the cap. Okay. So we're going to have to find somebody that can deal with the cap, too. All right, next team. Receivers, these guys are set. You guys are set. Set. Wow. Only 2 receivers left on your squad here. Reed Blankenship, probably not our guy. Sidney Brown, also probably not our guy. Is there somewhere else we can make a move? Right end? Who do you got at right end? Josh Sweat. He's a lot of cap, though. Cardinals probably not going to be our guys. Falcons probably not. Wow, we're a lot of people sitting in a cap hole. The Patriots. The Patriots are always here for a trade. Let's see. They have the first overall pick. How did that happen? I mean, I'll try and make this realistic. I don't know how realistic we're going to make it. Jabril Peppers. A guy that could make some splash plays for us. I don't hate that. Let's take out Let's take out our third. We're going to throw in. Gosh, I'd like to keep our first round pick. That'd be 2 picks in the top 10. That'd be great. Let's give this a shot. Not even close. Wow. Okay. So the number 1 pick might be tough. Let's pull our second. See if there's anybody else. Jonathan Jones. That's their rookie. We do need right outside linebacker, but he's a lot of cap. Judon's probably not an option. Let's see. Maybe not the Patriots. We may come back to them. We'll see. Ravens. Ravens are still rebuilding that receiver room. Who are you guys looking at? Marcus Williams. Wow, that's a big contract. Kyle Hamilton. Probably not going to be traded this early in his career. So that would leave us with right outside linebacker David Ajabo. They don't have a right end on the roster. Ravens, not ideal. Saints are still in terrible cap. Texans. I could see the Texans making a move, but this is also a division rival. So for them to make a move with us, probably not likely. Yeah, we're just gonna say probably not likely. The Vikings. Let's see. Free safety. This guy's young. I know they just drafted that guy. Who's strong? Harrison Smith may have retired. Marcus Davenport. Doesn't really fit our scheme. Harrison Phillips is their right end. Jeez. Just not finding a lot to work with here. Let's go with their first. Who was the first team that we went with? Was it the Browns? Yeah, but the Browns didn't have the cap for us. The Bears still need pieces. Player-wise, I don't think they're going to have guys for us. Actually, Eddie Jackson. That's a lot of cap. Dang. That was their rookie, so we're looking at draft picks. They got 2 in the first round. We go pick 11 and their third. Let's see how that looks. Not quite. Gosh, we're not getting super close here. Commanders. Commanders have the cap. Do they have anybody for us? I don't have a clue who this guy is, but he's still young and he's still on his contract. Let's see if we can get a draft pick out of him too. Let's see how this looks. So let's pull our 7th. Let's throw in our 3rd. We'll just throw our 7th in there too. Let's see how that looks. Not quite. Okay. Maybe a 2nd. We're close. Let's throw in a future 3rd round pick. Done. Okay. Glad we got that figured out. Our cap situation shouldn't be too terrible now. Let's look at the roster. May just have to rebuild through the draft. Yeah, man. I think that's going to be the goal, hopefully. We're not going to have a lot of cap to spend. It's probably going to be like one guy we sign, 1 or 2 guys maybe in free agency. Yeah, but we should have the draft picks to do it, especially this first year. Let's see. Well, let me look at the depth chart real quick. I should change the settings so it automatically updates, but I don't know if I can change it now that I already selected it. Wide receiver. Okay, so we're definitely going to need some help at wide receiver. Tight end, I still think Dawson Knox is a solid pickup. We picked up a free safety. Let's put him in. All right. We may end up sticking with Nick Cross here. He's not a great overall, but he's got the intangibles. So if we can build a defense around him, I don't hate keeping him on the squad. But let's see what's out there for free agency. Ooh, not a lot of interest, obviously. Mike Williams. I don't love it. Amari Cooper, solid, but probably not what we're looking for. Let's just look at wide receivers first. Odell, Amari Cooper, Sterling Shepard, Tim Patrick, KJ Osborne wouldn't be terrible, but I don't love this wide receiver free agency. I wouldn't mind giving him a contract. He's getting older. He's 30. Maybe we give him like a 1-year deal. Probably not, actually. He's looking for a lot of money. Okay. Middle linebacker we need, but probably not somebody that old. Khalil Mack, probably not. Josie Jewell, 29. Let's filter by age, see what we're looking for. Laviska Shenault. It's not a bad option. We may come back to him. We have our free safety figured out. Don't really have a need for you. Noah Fant, that's a good pickup. We don't need him, unfortunately. Bryce Hall. I feel like our corners are pretty good. I know we're probably in the need of a right end. Carl Lawson. Don't mind that. We'll see what we can do for him. Let's offer him a 3-year deal. Nothing too crazy. But he may sign. Right outside linebacker. Probably nothing too crazy for us here. We may just look for a cheap wide receiver that's got some upside potential. Laviska Shenault actually fills that void. Yeah, we're going to give him like a really cheap deal. A 2-year deal there. I like that better than the current receivers we're looking at. I think those are going to be the 2 guys that we pursue, and then if we get them signed, great. If we don't, we don't. He did not sign. We'll see if we got the other signing. Negative. Carl Lawson. Now being pursued by the Lions. And then Shenault. We're still the only one. See if we can throw some money in. Throw in a little more guaranteed. We'll make that offer. You hope that we make a play there, but if we don't, we don't. Not much we can do about it. Okay. Sign free agents. We'll see if anybody's... We did get Shenault. Looks like we didn't get Carl. We gave him our best offer, so we still got $9 million. Let's see who's still available. We'll just look at everything, see if there's anything we can upgrade. Tyron Smith still on there. Levante David. I wouldn't mind bringing in Levante David. And then we could move Zaven Collins elsewhere. Let's see if we can get him on a 1-year deal. He is a superstar. I mean, we kind of need a better linebacker. We are not going to offer you that much. I mean, it's not a great offer, but we'll see if we can get anything done with him. Where you at, man? Did you retire because you got a bad offer? We're still his only offer. We'll see. Still his only offer. Still his only offer. You just don't want to take it. Okay, let's look at the trade center one more time. I'm just going to try and unload anybody. Anybody that's eating up cap for us or isn't in the game plan. You need quarterbacks. Listen, man, I don't know who you are, but you're going. Josh Downs, Chenault. You're eating a lot of cap for a guy I've never heard of. Welcome to the trade block. Ogletree. I don't know who you are as well. Titans. Maybe they throw in something late. I don't even care. How about a fifth? What? Oh, they'd be over the cap. Okay. Texans. Done. Texans take some of our cap. I'm cool with that. We may end up releasing some guys too. Safety. Yeah. Not a lot we can do there. Could let Rodney walk. We'll throw him up. Kenny, we locked him down. That's good. I'm cool with that. We'll throw in this guy. Franklin, you're star, so we'll let you keep your spot for now. Gosh. We may end up moving on from him before his contract's up. $20 million is kind of crazy. Okay. If everything goes well, we're gonna go after a right end in the draft. So I'm gonna see if we can move on from this guy. So right outside linebacker would be ideal. In terms of a trade partner, we'll see what we can find. Obviously, it's not going to be anything too crazy. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah would be a great pickup for this defense. But they don't have the cap. Not loving what I'm seeing here. Because everybody seems to be in some sort of cap strangle. Jamin Davis. It's not bad. Jalen Phillips would be great. Lorenzo Carter. Malcolm Rodriguez, he's really young. Wouldn't be terrible. All right. My top options were, I think Jeremiah is the best option, but he's going to need paid. So probably not ideal for us. Andrew, no. Jamin Davis, he's on 1 year too. Who was the other guy? Malcolm. But they don't have the cap for it. Okay. We're going to shoot the offer on Jeremiah. Oh, geez. Why did it say that enough cap? I swear to God, it did not just say negative 10 million. Okay. Next best. That's a lot of cap to pay for a guy that's probably not going to re-sign with us. We're struggling. Don't mind this guy. But they don't have the cap. Hmm. All right. We're going to take this one, maybe. Yes. Gonna see if we can scratch a third out of him too. Nope. Negative. Okay. Trenton Simpson. That was a rookie for you guys. I don't hate that. I don't want your 7th round picks. Adafe Owe. Hmm. Hmm. All right. This is kind of a bigger trade, but for the sake of us getting competitive, I like it. We're going to move Owe to right outside linebacker. Let me see. Franchise settings, league settings. I just want to change it so it updates my roster. Reorder depth chart auto. I like that better. Hopefully it puts the best lineup on every time. So I don't have to go in here and make this way longer than it needs to be. Let's see. Manage roster. Alright, so we're going to advance 1 week and see if it reorders my depth chart. Otherwise, this is going to get really annoying. Okay. Manage roster. Okay. It looks like it did. I'm hoping. Maybe. I don't know. Where is Ojabo? Or Owe? Owe is who we want. Okay. Priority number 1 in the draft. I mean, we can go a lot of directions. Running back, receiver, could go right guard, could go offensive line. Right end is a big need. I like our 2 seconds. Ideally, we get like a 3rd round pick, maybe. See if there's anybody interested. We can just do get offers real quick. Nobody. Okay. See if the Broncos have any interest. Close. Throw in my 7th. Throw in a 6th and a 7th. And we went all in and we got a 3rd rounder. Okay. Alright. I like what we're doing here. Our receivers aren't great. Chenault, Young. A minor upgrade over Alec Pierce, probably. Let's switch you to right outside linebacker just so the game doesn't do anything stupid. Perfect. Save. Okay, our linebackers have been overhauled a bit. What just happened there? What is going on, man? Shaq, I just want you to play your spot, man. Oh, wait. I want you to play your spot. And we're chilling. Alright. I wouldn't mind upgrading middle linebacker either. Was kind of hoping we'd get Levante in for a 1-year deal, but may not be the case. Zayvon Collins has got 1 year left on his deal. He's still young. The draft is gonna be the way to go. Let's look at this one more time. We got $3 million in cap space. I'm just gonna see. He's probably been signed. Never mind, he hasn't been signed. We do have the cap to give him this offer. Give you 11 mil, bud, straight up. Well, looks like it's the best offer you're going to get, so see if he takes it. He did sign. Let's go. All right, I like that. Collins, we can move on from Collins. Oh, we got Simpson as well. I like Simpson as a backup, though, because David's not going to be around forever. Let's see if anybody has any interest in Collins. Dominique Robinson. Not super interested in that. Maybe we can get another first if we throw in a couple of our draft picks. Let's throw in our second and third and see if we can get another first. Pick 11 would be pretty sweet. Looks like that's not going to happen. I like to be in the teens if we can find one. 12, probably not. Gonna have to be 13 or farther. And it's got to be somebody who can take the cap, so. Which looks like is going to be absolutely nobody. The Ravens have 18. The Ravens just got rid of a middle linebacker, though. They're kind of set at middle linebacker. So realistically, probably not. Texans, 16. I think this is a solid trade for the Texans. I mean, that makes sense, man. Come on. Looks like it's going to have to be later than the teens. Vikings, 23. Wow. Vikings went all in for a receiver. Holy. I'm just trying to find somebody to take their 600K that's not horrible. Got a lot of corners. Throw Andrew in. We could probably throw in a corner as well. Well, probably not gonna work out that way. Where are you at? Oh, come on. Chad, I'm trying. Trying to get a deal done here. Holy. I think I might just have to take somebody. We do need a punter. Give me the punter. Come on. I'll throw in a 7th round pick. Well, I'll throw in a corner. Never mind. You guys can't afford that. All right. Go ahead and do 2026. Thank you. We needed a punter. Got that taken care of. All right. Okay. Let's go ahead and scout college players. Scouts, prospects. Let's see it. Kool-Aid what? All right, Marvin Harrison. Obviously, that's going to be, the stud of the draft. Brock Bowers would be huge. What picks do we have? I don't even know what picks we have. We're looking at left end, right end. We can move them. So, I can realistically look at both. Wow, this guy looks good. Jared Verse. He looks good. We're going to add him to the favorites. Not seeing a lot else that I'm too hyped about there. Right end. Got run stoppers. Got a speed rusher there at the top. Braylon Trice. He looks kind of mid, to be honest. So I don't think we're going to go after you. Leonard Taylor the third. 6'3", 305. I don't think you're going to fit our scheme. Chop Robinson. Speed rusher out of UCLA. He looks pretty good. Elite change of direction, elite jumping, good speed, solid strength, great acceleration. I don't hate this guy. I like it. I think we're going to add you to the list and hope that you're there in probably the second. A couple guys that we like for that purpose. Let's go ahead and look at wide receiver. Troy Franklin, deep threat, 6'3" out of Oregon. A to C catching traffic, C catching, A deep route running, B release. Just looking at guys that are probably going to be there when we're available. Malik Neighbors at LSU. Xavier Worthy. Troy doesn't look bad. He's not the fastest guy. Xavier Worthy, what are you looking like, man? Pretty fast. Great change of direction, elite jumping, great speed, elite acceleration. Not bad. If he's available, he may be a guy for us. 2 Ohio State wide receivers at the top. I'm assuming Marvin Harrison isn't going to be available. Yeah, this guy's slower than dirt. Probably not going to be on our. Let's look at Neighbors. No, let's not look at Neighbors. We don't need another slot receiver. Did we look at Troy Franklin already? Johnny Wilson out of Florida State. 6'7". Holy. Slower than dirt, but wow, 6'7" receiver. Whew. We may take a 3rd round flyer on this guy just because, man. Catching, if they're catching it, catching traffic's an F. Ooh. Mario Williams, catching traffic is an F. What's up with all these catching traffics being Fs? Alright, so I think we looked at Troy already. Did we look at this guy? Not great. Pretty slow. And this guy's not great either. Okay. I don't love the receiver class either. Halfback. Raheem Sanders. I think running back, we can wait or go early either way. There's going to be guys. Will Shipley out of Clemson. Got good speed. Great jumping. Change of direction is great. I don't mind that. Running back is running back, you know. Right guard. Wow. Right guard's not looking good. How about tackle? J.C. Latham. Looks good. This guy looks good. Okay. We have our middle linebacker of the future in Simpson. Steel Chambers. Day 3 projection. Could go corner. Alright, we'll see how this plays out. We're going to get to the draft, man. Next. Let's see the mock draft. Marvin Harrison goes 1, Caleb 2, Kool-Aid. Alright. Shows us taking that guy. We'll see. Says he's around 2-3 projection, so I don't know if... I guess it doesn't tell me his talent, but I did like him. And then our second one, we are not going to go D-tackle, so that's a bit off, but not sure why it says we need to go D-tackle, because we have... I guess they're getting older, but they're still great, so... Alright. Let's get to the draft, man. Oh, okay. We still have private workouts. Let's do that. Who was our favorites? Okay. Receiver. Gosh, I don't know if I want to waste a private workout on a receiver. We'll look at you. We'll look at you. And who else did we want to look at? Do we look at a running back? Had this guy dropping pretty far. But like I said, running back is running back, so maybe we don't go that route. Gosh, I know this guy's slow, but I really want to look at it. I'm going to take him for a private workout. Yes. All right. So what does that do for us? What can I see now? Says he's around 1-2 projection. He's got A catch in traffic, A break, well, maybe A break tackle. Dude can catch. His stamina is okay. He's just not very fast. He's a big boy, though. He ought to come down with it. I really like him. If we can get him later, maybe second round, I wouldn't mind taking a second round pick on him. All right. Here we go. 2024 draft, man. We've come a long way. We've moved on from Jonathan Taylor. We're looking for guys. Start the draft, man. Patriots are on the clock. We're just going to skip ahead. Next pick. They did go Marvin Harrison. Next. Caleb Williams. Next. Corner. It is looking like the mock is going the way that we thought it would. Next. Left tackle, Lions went. Okay. J.C. Latham, Packers went tackle. Next. Drake May. We're on the clock. Let's see. Brock Bowers is still on the board. That would be insane. I know this guy's generational. Jared Verse is still there, though. Wow, this is tough now. Because I know we don't necessarily need tight end, but that would be insane. Also feel like maybe I make somebody pay and trade up. And we get another pick out of this. Gosh. We traded for a tight end. I don't want to make this Jonathan Taylor trade like horrible because we did move on from Gabe Davis. So I think we're going to rock with the tight end we got. And I'm going to make somebody come pay up to get Brock Bowers. Let's see what kind of offers we got. We have pick 8. So I'm looking for something this year. Sooner than later. Wow. Apparently nobody wants Brock Bowers that bad. Let's see if we can do a manual trade and see if we can get somebody to come up. Because I feel like Brock Bowers is probably going to be a superstar. Pick 8. I wouldn't even mind just moving down one slot, so. Looking for pick 9 or 10. And if there's nothing there, we pick our guy, but it's better to try than to miss it, you know? Where are all the picks? Saints have pick 9. Wonder if they would do this. No. See who has pick 10. Titans have pick 10. I wouldn't mind picking up a second for next year. Try and pick up a third for next year. What can I throw in to make this go? I don't know if this will do it, but come on. I don't know who has pick 11 in them, and I don't know if we want to go that far. Do we do it, or we just pick our guy? Bears got pick 11. Wonder if they would just do something like that. No? I think we're going to stick with our guy. Somebody's going to get Brock Bowers, and it ain't going to be us. This is going to be our edge rusher of the future. Jared, there's a reason why you're up here so high. I didn't like you as much. Yeah. Jared Verse, the first pick for the Colts franchise. Let's go, gentlemen. 84 speed, 83 strength, 82 jumping, 89 acceleration. Hidden development is the main thing here. Oh boy, what a first round pick. First pick in the draft. Or first pick of the draft for us. Yes, I like it. All right, I think we're just gonna skip ahead. I'm not in the market to trade up. I don't want to trade up. We're just gonna advance to the next user pick. See who's still available. Let's see what's still available. All right, so there's that guy. Wanted to wait until the second for him. Oh wait, no, that's a different guy. Okay. What else? Is there anybody else that we liked? There's Mims. Could move him to right guard, and I don't mind that. Could also go running back. This guy seems solid. I don't love drafting O-line in the first round. What's still available for running back? Sanders, the best running back on the board. Still available. 6'2", 242, elusive back. Dude looks like a stud. I think we're going to take Raheem Sanders. 92 speed, 93 change of direction. Doesn't have any sort of development, which I don't love, but he's going to be our starter. we're going to go to our next pick. And this is our last pick. So we'll see what's up. Wide receiver's still there. The 6'7" guy is still here. Gosh. That's I really hope that this guy is something special. And although it's only a second round pick, we're gonna kind of take a shot. We're gonna kind of reach for maybe something good here. So I know there's better options, but this guy seems like he could be a freak of nature. We're doing it. 86 speed, 90 jumping. It doesn't seem horrible. I know he's not hidden, but let's go ahead and end this thing. See how we did for our first draft. We only had 3 picks. That's fine with me. We made some big moves. So we're going to see how this next season goes, and then that's going to wrap up episode number 1 in the books. Let's see how we did. Draft recap. Let's see it. 79, 78, 74. That's not bad. I'll take that. I'm really excited about our first rounder. This guy's going to be a stud. I can feel it. Let me move you to right end. So is it going to give everybody number 0, or what are we doing there? Oh, it says he's 97 now. Can we give you... No, I don't want you to wear 0, but... What looks good on him? He's a superstar. Chat, let's go. Oh my goodness. Just wanted to play with his appearance a little bit. Give him that. Give him a back plate. Screw it. No, we're not going to do that. No. Nah. Give him a shooter sleeve or something. Come on. We just give him some arm tape. Sure. Give him a better looking helmet, maybe. I like that. His hands under this? Yeah. Give him some taped hands. Just give him some Nike glove. Give him a Nike glove. Good enough. I need my first rounder to look swaggin'. Looks good enough. I like this guy. Yes, sir. Sanders. I think we're going to put you I think we're going to put old Johnny here. Johnny. What number are you going to be, Johnny? 85. I like that. Kind of an old school receiver look right here. I like it. Let's go to the depth chart. See what we can play with there. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Not manage team. Thank you. Manage roster. I think we're actually going to have to go to next week anyway. All right, Richardson. Tried to get you some pieces, bud. Yes, sir. Where is... Is it this guy? Yeah, it is. Okay. So I'm actually going to move Downs to 2. And then I'm going to move Wilson to 3. And then there's Sanders. And we hope that Sanders has a better year than Cook. Defensively, yes. Look at that defense. Obviously, Nick Cross has some work to do. But man, that defense looks way better than it did a year ago. This may be the 1-year rebuild, man. I'm liking this. No, we're going to have Sanders starting both. I like that. I like that. I actually want Verse to start one of those. We'll have him start rushing right end. Sub linebacker. Yep. Solid, dude. I love this lineup right now. If we don't make some moves, we're going to have some issues, team. Do we move on from James Cook? Or I guess, I mean, can't hurt to have a solid backup, right? All right. I'm loving this team right now. Chat, let me know down in the comments. What was your favorite move that I made? What was your least favorite move that I made? And who do you want to see me get in the next episode? We are going to sim to the midway point. Sim the regular season first, but we're going to sim to the midway point of this season. We're going to see how it goes, and we're going to leave you guys on a bit of a cliffhanger. And we'll come back. Do I do make the playoffs? Who are we playing? Broncos. I think we could beat Patriots, maybe. Jets, maybe not. Packers, Commanders. Bears, Lions is going to be tough. Vikings, probably going to be tough. Gosh, do we do make the playoffs? Oh, we didn't come in here to be mediocre. Our goal is the playoffs. We're going to sim to mid-season. We're going to see how this team looks. Fingers crossed, man. Let's get to the playoffs. Anthony Richardson, he's got to be our guy. He's got to do it for us. Hopefully our rookies play really well. We get some awards. We do some big things here. 2-5. What? No way. Wow. We're going to look at stats real quick. Anthony Richardson, what are you doing, man? Anthony Richardson. 9 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Whew. Not looking good, man. Sanders. Not looking great either. Cooks had some yards. Receiving, Michael Pittman, 270. Dawson Knox, 270. Josh Downs, 202. Johnny, the rookie, he's almost at 200. Sanders getting involved in the pass game. I like that. Defensively, sacks, how we looking? Buckner, 3.5. Quiddy. Verse has got 2. Okay. All right. Well, we still got some work to do. Man, I feel good about where we're at, though. I'm surprised we're at 2-5 right now, but we still got some work to do. Gonna build that old line a little bit. Maybe build out the secondary a little bit better on defense. We're gonna find out, man, what it takes to get Anthony Richardson to the Super Bowl. But that's the goal. I appreciate y'all. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Catch me on the next one. Deuces.